What's up guys, it's Miniman here with a video to show you some of the coolest and hardest badges to earn in Wizard101. I've left out all the badges that could be earned in special events like the 5 boxes event, PvP or Pet Derby, just to make it a little simpler and to see some of the most common badges that are still hard to get. I know lots of people don't bother with doing any PvP or the Pet Derby, and so these won't be appearing. Tell me if you agree or disagree with my choices in the comments below, and let me know if there are any other ones you would have put in there. Coming in at number 10 is the Master of Spells badge. This is the one that you get for learning all spells in your chosen school up to level 48. So it's pretty easy to get, but also it does show that you spent enough time on the game to sort of be able to do that kind of thing, and therefore I thought it should be in the top 10 badges. Also, it is important to remember that you cannot unlock more than one of the Master of badges. You can only unlock what school you've got. So even if you do learn all the spells from a different school up to level 48, you will not unlock it. At number 9 we have quite a cool badge. It is Elementalist. This badge you get once you've defeated 500 elemental beings. Obviously, again, this is still quite easy since elementals appear in pretty much every single world in the spiral, if not all of them, and so can be earned just by playing the game enough and completing quests. But even so, it's quite a cool badge to have. Coming in at number 8, I've decided to put the badge Spider Bane, right? Firstly, it sounds pretty cool, Spider Bane, Bane of Spiders, you know, bit of a legend if you are.
Right.
For this one, you have to defeat 500 spiders, which, if you actually think about it, is pretty easy considering that spiders are found in pretty much every world in the spiral. So it is one that just happens to be completed over time. It's not really one that you focus on doing, such as the 1 in a million. So yeah, Spider Bane at number 8. So sticking with the theme of defeating 500 of a certain type of enemy for a badge, at number 7, I've put Technomancer. Now Technomancer you have to defeat 500 golems for. I put this slightly higher up than Elementalist and Spider Bane because golems are a bit rarer I found when going through the spiral. Elementals appear pretty much in every single world, as do spiders, whereas golems are slightly more confined to certain areas of a world. So that's why Technomancer is in number 7 spot. So coming in at number 6 is Meow Master. You have to defeat 400 cats to unlock this badge. You may be thinking, only 400? That's like far less than the 500 needed to defeat the ones that have just come before. But my reasoning is that you can only defeat them really in Marleybone, to any sort of significant degree. And therefore, it is slightly more difficult to actually unlock them. I mean, you can do quite a lot of the badges that are listed here just by running around Wizard City for a long enough time. So therefore, Meow Master is in number 6. So now we're getting into the nitty gritty, the top 5. At number 5, we have Saviour of the Spiral. Now I know you're all thinking that's rather cliche to have Saviour of the Spiral, since everyone that's really played the game much will unlock it eventually. All you have to do is defeat Malistaire. But the thing is, to get to there, you have to do a lot of work. You have to do lots of quests, you have to go through lots of different worlds in the spiral. And therefore, you've got to be interested in the game. You can't just sort of sit down one afternoon and go, you know what, I'm going to unlock Saviours of the Spiral. That's why I've put it as number 5. At number 4, we have Bassmaster. Now, despite the fact that half the people going for this are probably just in love with dubstep and want to have a really cool nickname, Bassmaster is for catching 4,000 fish throughout the spiral. Doesn't matter what type of fish, doesn't have to be catch of the day, whatever, it just has to be 4,000 fish. Now, you may be thinking all you have to do is spend a hell of a lot of time with a fishing rod in your hands, but also take into account the fact that you only have a certain amount of fishing that you can do per day because of the reload time, the recharge time on your energy. Bassmaster is incredibly difficult to get, and it will take an incredibly long time. Only people really interested in doing the fishing aspect will be able to unlock this. Therefore, Bassmaster is coming in at number 4. And at number 3, a similar one to Bassmaster, is Hatching Master. This one you have to unlock, well, you don't have to unlock it, you kind of want to unlock it, I guess. Yeah, Hatching Master you unlock by hatching 100 pets. Now obviously some of you may be really into pet breeding and that kind of thing, and therefore Hatching Master will be a very easy badge for you to obtain, but the vast majority of people playing the game, especially lower levels, won't be that into hatching and won't actually have enough gold to do hatching. So that's why I've put that at number 3. Also, if you're hatching 100 pets, you're almost certainly trying to build a pet for your school, and therefore you're probably quite a high level if you need a pet to sort of alter the game that much. So yeah, Hatching Master at number 3. At number 2 we have another killer load of people, and you'll get this badge. It is Undead Slayer. Now you may be thinking, why is this so much higher than all the other ones that needed people to be killed? It's because you don't have to kill 500 or 400 of something. You have to kill 2,000 undead. 2,000. That is a lot of enemies to be fighting just in any given time period. Now you may be going, well, that's just now getting impossible, but you also do need to remember that within the spiral, a lot of the enemies you fight, the majority of the enemies that you will fight, will be undead, especially in earlier worlds. You can defeat people like Malistaire. You can go back to Wizard City and just sit in that very first unicorn way and defeat the ghouls and the dark sprites and whatever else are there, the skeletons, I think. And eventually you will be able to get this badge. But the fact that you have to do it for such a long time and defeat so many people, that's why Undead Slayer is coming in at number 2. And so, the moment we have all been waiting for. What is number 1 in my idea of the hardest badges, or the coolest badges, I think, that you can get in Wizard101? Drum roll, please. It is the Exterminator. Now, not only does this badge sound absolutely awesome, you're the Exterminator, that's pretty cool, but also it's very difficult to unlock for lower level characters especially. You have to kill 200 bees, 200 millipedes, and 200 scorpions. Now you may be going, well, I've never seen those sort of mobs or enemies around in any of the worlds that I've gone to, and that's because they are native to Chrysalis. I really hope I'm saying that right. Chrysalis? We'll go with Chrysalis, that's fine. You have to defeat lots of different enemies, a total of 600, which automatically makes it better than Elementalist, Technomancer, Bane, etc. And you can only do it in Chrysalis. Therefore, it is pretty darn difficult to do, especially if you're a lower level character, because you can't actually get to Chrysalis without unlocking it through the certain quests. So yeah, that is why Exterminator is at my number 1 spot. Now you may be thinking, why is there a bit more to this video, like it's not gone to the credits yet? That's because there is one more badge I would like to talk about. It is perhaps the rarest badge in the game. I'm not talking the 1 in a million, which you can do if you have high level friends and they basically just go like, yeah, let's do it. It is King's Isle support. Now you may be going, oh no, he's, trolling us. But there is actually a King's Isle support badge. You get it if you are a member of King's Isle and you come onto the game to sort of test run things. And if you're lucky enough, you might find people like this or this who have the King's Isle support badge on. Also, just a note, if you ever are talking to someone who says they're from King's Isle and they demand something from you that you wouldn't give to a normal player, you have to ask them to display this badge. If they can't display the badge, you know that they are not actually from King's Isle support. It's a way that King's Isle actually use to show that they are who they say they are, instead of just being a random member who is probably after your account or something. So yeah, remember that. If anyone talks to you saying they're from King's Isle, ask them to display this badge, and it should look like this. If not, run, because they are just trying to get into your stuff. But yeah, there we go. So guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. It's been my pleasure to bring you the top 10 Wizard101 badges. Although I would say they're sort of the most interesting, they're not the hardest. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like on it and a comment down below saying what you would like to see next time from me. If you didn't enjoy it, please hit that dislike button and tell me why in the comments below so I can improve next time. See you all later.